Welcome back, ballers. Today I got a recap for you. The NFL Week 14. Be sure to be looking out for this on podcasts. This will be the first week I'm releasing this one, extracting the audio, putting it out there on a couple podcast sites. I'll let you guys know in all the social medias. TikTok, Twitter, Facebook, YouTube. Ballers on a budget. News coming at you. All right, let's get into it. Raiders at Rams. Baker Mayfield came in and got to start in the first quarter. Not the start. He came in the first quarter. Not a hot start because they go down 10-0 thanks to a Jacoby Jones rushing touchdown. And luckily the Rams' leg keeps it a one-possession game. Raiders go up 10-3 in the first. In the second quarter, there's more leg action from the Raiders. They go up 13-3, and then a Cam Akers fumbles for the Rams. Carr throws an interception, and that's to end the half. Third quarter, 0 points from either team. A missed field goal, Gay, 61 yards out. Nobody could muster up any points in the third quarter. So going into the fourth, it's still 13-3. Raiders use a leg again to extend it to 16-3, but it wasn't enough because Baker was dialed in from there, driving downfield, 9-minute drive, 75 yards to score a rushing touchdown from Cam Akers to make up for the earlier fumble. Then with 1:45 left roughly, after a Raiders punt, Baker delivers a beautiful drive and a beautiful pass to Van Jefferson to cap it off, to come from behind, leaving 10 seconds on the clock for Carr to throw an interception. Wild come from behind win. Baker Mayfield only in town 2 days. They get the win, 17-16 Rams. Do I think it was all Baker? No. I've seen Baker play. He can't pull off comebacks like that. He crumbles. He's actually the type of player to crumble under pressure and time constraints. Trust me, I've seen it happen time and time again. That being said, I don't think he's a bad quarterback. I think this is a perfect opportunity for him. Matthew Stafford's on the brink of retirement, and they have nobody else. Sean McVay's a beast. Let's go, Baker. But that being said, its Raiders' defense was so garbage at that time. They're pressing. They're supposed to be preventing. Like, well, what the hell are they doing? I literally had Raiders cover the 6 spread all game. That was a lock since the first touchdown. What the hell happened? It got blown with frickin' 10 seconds left? I mean, come on. But watching it, though, I wasn't upset. I was more so happy for Baker. Like, okay, Bake. You haunted me on the Browns, and now you're still haunting me on a different team. You made me lose a bet. No, I'm just playing. I'll blame the Raiders. Next up, we got Panthers at Seahawks, starting off the Sunday slate for us. In the first quarter, it was J.C. Horn coming up big with an interception as Panthers go up 10-0. Surprising to me anyways. Second quarter, Hubbard had a nice stretch over the line, one-handed, go up 17-0 Carolina, and it was quickly erased because Geno said, let's get fucking working. To lock it, toe tap, back of the end zone touchdown, paired with a DK touchdown to go into halftime 2014, Seahawks still down. Geno hasn't been too impressive lately. He seems like he's kind of floating down to earth. Still a higher ceiling than we thought he's ever had. Moving on, third quarter. Marshall, crazy catch like Gary Barnidge type catch a couple years ago. Caught it, rolled down, went to his knees. He was able to lock it in with his knees and his thighs. Fall to the ground. Still a catch. Only for Darnold to throw an incompletion at the goal line. Turnover on downs. We go scoreless in the third quarter. Second game in a row, we go scoreless in the third. 2017, Panthers still up. Blackshear, the rookie. Where's Foreman? Running and had a touchdown to extend the lead. 27-17. Panthers kick a field goal under 2 minutes. Within the 2 minutes to go up 13 points. Seahawks score on a touchdown pass to Goodwin, but it was too late, leaving only 16 seconds, and it's J.C. Horn's all-hands team recovering the onside kick, sealing the game. Panthers win 30-24. not much to say about that game. I mean, I thought Seahawks were going to pull out a little better. I guess Panthers' defense is better than I thought, and they can run the ball with whoever's back there. Blackshear, Hubbard, Foreman. I mean, they can run the ball. They don't really need a quarterback. Sam Darnold's back there just for image. Why the hell did they even get Baker? I have no clue. Next up, Jets. Did I say who won? Oh, sorry. Panthers win 30-24 if I didn't say it already. Next up, Jets at Bills. After looking like a good first half dud, the Bills are able to punch it into the end zone, and by punch it, I mean Dawson Knox flipping. 7-0, Bills go up in the half, going into half. Third quarter, finally heating up. In the rain, it's heating up within the rain. I'm sorry, I'm trying to read my writing still. It's Braxton Berrios picking up the first early in the drive, but it was Zolan, I'm sure I'm butchering it, Knight, to run it up for 6 more. 7-7, Bills right after, answered for 6 of their own, and this time it's Allen rushing it in. We had a rush from... Whoa, hold on. Okay, yep, I'm right. I'm sorry. That name, Zolan Knight, I thought he was on the Bills, but he's not. He's on the Panthers. I mean, he's on the Jets. Jesus. I'm all over the damn place. The Bills answered on their own, getting a 6. Like I said, Allen was rushing it in this time, 14-7. Mike White goes down for the second time. Flacco comes in with enough time to fumble, but luckily White comes back in shortly after. Going into the fourth quarter, after 2 field goals, Buffalo will punt. But this time it was deep in their own territory, and it was blocked by Johnson. The ball rolls out of the back of the end zone. That's a safety for the Jets. 9-20, Bills still up. And another fumble from the Jets, and this time it's from Carter. And a field goal, sure as fuck, isn't going to get the job done. Bills win 12-24. Next up, we got Bucks at 49ers. First quarter, 2 touchdowns in the quarter, one led by Debo, the other by Purdy. And after a missed field goal by the Bucks, it's 14-0 early on for the 49ers. Going into the second, another 2 touchdowns from the 49ers, and this time it's passes to Ayuk and Christian McCaffrey, giving the Bucks every chance, even losing a fumble for them, and 49ers are still leading a shutout at halftime, 28-0. Tom Brady's pissed. Third quarter, after 2 bad picks thrown by Brady and a 49ers touchdown, CMC for 38-yard touchdown, 35-0. They're just annihilating the Buccaneers right now. Brady and company finally get on the board. It's a pass to Russell Gage, 7-35. Strictly just to not look terrible. This game was wrapped up at halftime. Fourth quarter, it was literally unnecessary. 49ers win dominantly, 7-35. I mean, called it. Just saying. Next up, speaking of calling it, Corey and I, a.k.a. Sports Beast and Ballers on a Budget, did a play-by-play on Sports Beast channel on YouTube of the Eagles and Giants, which I'm about to review now. Go ahead and check us out. We recap in play-by-play the entire game. We can't show any live footage, but our voices are beautiful. Our faces are amazing. I mean, our comedy's top tier. I mean, come join in. Eagles at Giants. First quarter, Eagles race to a 21-0 lead. I'm not diving into too much details for this game. Like I said, you want to go into detail? Go watch the stream. Second quarter, a blocked punt by the Giants. It places them in perfect field goal position to not look pathetic. 15 yards was all that was needed, and it was all that was needed to get it. And it's Hodges from Jones going into halftime down 24-7. In the third quarter, Daniel Jones rushed one in for a touchdown to close the gap, but it wasn't for long because Jalen Hurts closes it up, extends it again with his feet. 34-14 going into the fourth quarter. Miles Sanders with a dagger, 40-yard rushing touchdown. Pretty much kills the hopes of any chance of a comeback. Now 41-14. And Boston Scott, the overkill. The mallet that comes down and just ends it all. After that, Richie James has a garbage time touchdown. 39 seconds left. It's too late. Eagles win 48-22. Want to get more in depth? Go listen or watch the play-by-play. Next, Chiefs at Broncos. First and second quarter I'm going to cover because it's easier to cover both of these in a whole. Chiefs take a 27-0 lead behind a Jerick McKinnon 56-yard reception touchdown and a 10-yard receiving touchdown. Willie Gay tipped a pass to himself for an interception return. Broncos finally scored after Patty threw an interception, and it was Russ connecting with Jerry Jeudy for a touchdown. And then Patrick Mahomes' second interception happens, and Broncos capitalize again. And again, it's to Jerry Jeudy, and again, it's for a touchdown. Kansas City still leads 27-14 at halftime. Third quarter, Broncos receive it and then go on to get 21 unanswered of their own with a 66-yard pass, Russ to Marlon Mack, and then after a punch streak, KC finally ended it with a Juju touchdown. KC still up 34-21. If you didn't know what I meant to cap off a 21 unanswered from the Broncos. They didn't go on to get 21 unanswered. Moving on. Fourth quarter, Broncos return the favor quickly for Judy's third touchdown of the game, making it 34-28. It's now within reach. Broncos down one possession. Both quarterbacks go on to throw an interception, making Patty's third, and the Chiefs are able to just milk the clock for the win. Kansas City wins 34-28. Impressive game. Don't quote me, but I would bet money on it. That's the highest scoring game the Broncos have ever had. I think it's going to look up from here now that their playoff hopes are diminished. You heard it here first. They're going to win out. I don't know. I haven't looked at their schedule that deep, but they're not going to win out, but I do have them winning next week. Sneak peek. Next up, Vikings at Lions. In the first quarter, Goff was staying hot, and his first career reception comes on a 41-yard touchdown. Williams gets his first career touchdown reception, a 41-yarder. Vikings answer, and they answer fast with a Dalvin Cook touchdown. They tied 7-7 going into the second. After a couple punts, it's Jared Goff deep, 48 yards, and this time it's to DJ Chark. Vikings tried to answer again, but Dalvin fumbles in the red zone, almost looking like it was deja vu all over again, but the Dalvin fumble. Lions look to score before half. It's a no-good 47-yard field goal to extend the lead. Score stays. Detroit 14, Vikings 7 at halftime. At half, there were points on nearly every damn possession except on the beginning and the end. Chiefs both... both started and ended by the Chiefs. Vikings started out with a punt. Then it was Goff to Reynolds for a touchdown. Then it was Kirk to Thielen for a touchdown, Vikings. Jackson sprints it for a touchdown, Lions. Both teams go on to get a field goal, making it 16-31. Lions have the lead. Kirk Cousins to Osborne, touchdown, Vikings. Lions, another field goal. Then it's Vikings on a comeback. But then they fumble again. And this time it's Justin Jefferson. And that's where all the hope was lost. Lions go on to win it 23-34. There's some big questions in this game. This game was very, very entertaining. I keep shitting on the Vikings, but they keep proving that they deserve to be on the top nonetheless. I know they got the loss, but they deserve to be on the top of the league at least. Not top 5, of course. I'm not stupid, but I'm not absurd. Couple questions, big question in this game. Was Justin Jefferson out of bounds? To me, in the views and angles they showed, it looked like his foot was on the ground, but his heel was hovering out of bounds, kind of like that. And then he corrected his footwork, kept running down the right sideline. Let me know what you guys think, because I thought he was in. I thought he was in all day. Even live, I was like, go. Even live, I thought, ooh, that's close. But he's still in. Stick with your original call. Come on. Lions were the tricksters of the week for me on a fake punt run to gain 42 yards. CJ Moore, and then a 3rd and 7. The right tackle goes in motion and catches a pass for the first down. Dan Campbell actually came out and said that he was talking or looking down or doing something. He was distracted from what was happening on the field. I'm assuming this means he's not the play caller because he would have known this was happening. The right tackle starts on the left, goes in motion to the right. And then at that time, the right tackle's in motion to the right. The ball gets hiked. Sawali, I'm not going to pronounce his name. That's why I didn't write it down. Swings out wide right. Catches the pass. Ultimately gets the first down. A nice little dive in there as well. But at that time he was in motion, Dan Campbell said he looked up and started freaking out, saying, what the fuck is going on? This isn't the play. Why is that guy in motion? But, yeah, Dan Campbell, get with it, bro. Come on. Like I said, Lions win 23-34. Sorry. Next up, Ravens at Steelers. In the first quarter, each team gets a touchdown after multiple fails. Ravens Dobbins takes the catch, 48 yards himself for a touchdown. Oh, takes the drive. I'm sorry. That whole drive, there were 2 plays. It was all him. One little chunk, and then the rest big chunk. He took the whole drive himself, 48 yards for a touchdown. Steelers had Pickens with a 42-yarder to set up a short Najee touchdown run, but Ravens still lead 10-7 after the first. In the second, Mitch throws 2 interceptions, split by a Tucker field goal. Ravens lead 13-7. Pickett did get injured, so concussion protocol. Third quarter, 2 punts, then a third. Mitch interception to leave the quarter scoreless. Good job, Mitch. In the fourth quarter, Boswell gets a huge field goal blocked to leave 3 points off the board. Remember that. It's a travesty when you come up empty like that and give them good field goal position. It sucks because the Ravens don't have to do much, and Tucker doesn't miss. Ravens extend the lead with a field goal, 16-7, with 3 minutes left. Mitch hits Johnson deep to set up a pass from Trubisky to Freiermuth, literally threading the needle. Probably the best pass I've ever seen Mitch Trubisky dole out. Unfortunately, Steelers won't get another chance, and Ravens run it out and win the game 16-14. Imagine if that Boswell field goal was never blocked. It would have been down to the final drive. Ravens not needing to milk, needing to score. And with Tucker, I think they still do. So, I mean, ultimately, I don't think the outcome is too affected. But at that point, anything can happen. We don't know because we didn't get to see it play out. Ravens win. Ravens still lead the top of the AFC North. I don't know how they're doing it, but they're doing it. They're squeaking away. Next up, we got Jags at Titans. First quarter, 2 touchdowns from the Titans being split by a Trevor Lawrence rushing touchdown. Titans fumble to set up that big play by Lawrence. In the second quarter, Tannehill throws an interception, and for his second turnover, because the fumble was his, and King Henry fumbles and lets Jags score off of both of those turnovers. One was a touchdown to Zay Jones for some toe drag swag in the end zone. Jags lead 20-14 going into halftime. In the third quarter, going back-to-back, Jags extend the lead to 27-14 after another Trevor Lawrence rushing touchdown. Jags rub it in to get 20 unanswered. Pass to Ingram. Touchdown, but a failed 2-point conversion. It's now 33-14 going into the fourth quarter. Titans start off way wrong with a botched direct snap to Derrick Henry, and he fumbles again. That's his second of the day. And after a Jags field goal, Titans get right with a touchdown of their own to Nick Westbrook to cut the deficit at 36-22. Again, way too late, only 7 minutes left, and a failed drive that took 3.5 minutes. All hope was gone. Jags upset the Titans 36-22. Titans with King Henry. They're not looking hot lately, but next week I have them playing a get-right game, and Derrick Henry will not fail. Lock it in already. Next up, I have Texans at Cowboys. In the first quarter, Cowboys score off a Pollard rushing touchdown, but it was Houston that end the quarter on top after a Pierce rushing touchdown and a field goal. Texans are surprisingly up 10-7. Second quarter, it was a stalemate where both teams scored 10. Pollard again, and this time it was a pass from Dak, but a Dak interception also sets up a passing touchdown from Jeff Driscoll to Aaron Rodgers. No Mills Mafia today. Sorry, fellas. Where was I? Texans still lead 20-17 going into halftime. Third quarter, neither team could get right, and both ended with leg action only for 3 each. Houston still up. Dallas Cowboys, you want to win, you need to outscore your opponent, not just match them, okay? Fourth quarter, Dax threw another interception, but luckily Houston got greedy with 3.5 left. They go for it on fourth down to close out the game and can't get it. It's a turnover on downs. Cowboys get another chance and quickly chunk their way downfield, and Zeke saves the day. A go-ahead rushing touchdown, a pump fake jump into the kettle, and Houston had 30 seconds to work with, but Cowboys defense comes up for the first time today with an interception to seal the deal. Cowboys win a close one, avoiding the upset 27-23, man. Cowboys, after I just bolstered you, you should be in top 3. I've just been saying that. Your pass rush, it's crazy. The defense is good. It's there. The offense, Dak has a little bit of adjustment to make, but you guys are right there, Super Bowl caliber. And then you do this to me, struggle against Houston, only leading in the final minutes. Come on, making me look bad. Next up, Dolphins at Chargers. In the first quarter, Dolphins had 2 punts, and the Chargers have an 8.5-minute drive. That's their first 8.5-minute drive of the game, just to turn it over on downs on the 2-yard line to leave the quarter scoreless for both teams. In the second quarter, it finally got picked up. Chargers go up 10-0 after a Mike Williams touchdown with Tyreek Hill with a crazy heads-up play after a Jeff Wilson fumble. He's able to scoop the ball up while the defense was busy celebrating. Defense tackles, forces fumble, huge pile. There's defenders flexing already, celebrating. The ball pops out of the pile. Tyreek Hill notices it, scoops that bitch up, reverses the opposite direction of the field, sprints untouched, gets a touchdown of his own. But Chargers want to redeem the turnover on downs earlier. In 4th and goal, Chargers run it, and this time, Eckler gets it. Touchdown, Chargers go up 7-17. Dolphins, fins up. What's going on? I'm going to go over the 3rd and 4th quarter together in this one, and Chargers only scored off a leg action twice. That's a total of 6 points, and the Dolphins still couldn't come back. So credit Chargers defense. A 60-yard touchdown pass from Tua to Hill. Fantasy to bring it to 14-17, but the real winner is the time of possession because a 6-point game, 11 minutes left. Chargers pull off that second 8.5-minute drive and take 3 to put them up 2 possessions. 8.5 minutes. You're already up 6. Kick a field goal, go up by 9. That's 2 possessions, impossible to do on one. 34-17, and then a failed onside after a Dolphins field goal out of desperation closes it out for the Fins. Chargers win 23-17. Almost done. Last on the Sunday slate. First quarter, Browns and Bengals. The worst of the Sunday slates. First quarter, it was all leg actions and punts, except for an oblivious bad coaching call, leaving points off the board. The Browns fail to convert on fourth down on the Cincinnati 25. They go into the second quarter 0-0. Second quarter, Bengals get on the board with a Jamar Chase touchdown. Fantasy. Browns kick a field goal and Bengals put 7 on with another touchdown, and this time it's to Samaje Perine. Cincy goes up 13-3. Burrow's looking to break that streak against Cleveland. Third quarter, Bengals go up to a 20-3 lead after a flea flicker ran perfectly to Burrow, to tight end Trenton Irwinson, wide open all day, untouched, 45 yards. But Cleveland wasn't done. Watson to Njoku for 13. Njoku stretching like MJ in Space Jam for the touchdown. 10-20. Bengals still up. Fourth quarter, capping off the drive from the third. Both QBs go on to throw back-to-back interceptions. And then Browns get a turnover on downs twice to end the misery. Bengals win 23-10. Boring game. Barely any movement. And then when a team has so many chances at the end and can't do anything with them, it just makes it. It's like you get your hopes up, and then smooth. Hopes up, smooth. It's like you're riding a roller coaster that forever climbs. It never descends. It always ascends. No matter what team you're a fan of, if I'm watching a game, even if it's the Ravens against the Bengals, I don't care. I just want to see some good football played, a comeback, something. But no. It's like you're watching them, you're like, oh, they're driving. Oh, nope, never mind, turnover on downs. Oh, they got the ball back. There's still a chance. Let's see some good throws. Oh, never mind. Turnover on downs. At least come on, like, oh, we're driving. It's interception. It's game over. You know, you get that thrill of, oh, my God, the interception ends it. But no, turnover on downs, you're like, just done. You can tell they're going to flame out from the second to third down. I mean, like, second or third down, if it's long and they haven't looked hot, they're probably not picking up the fourth. The defense is going to play safe. Last Sunday game, get. Now we go on to the Monday game, last of the week. We got Patriots at Cardinals. First quarter, a missed field goal from the Cardinals and an interception from Mack leaves us scoreless. But what it does leave us with is an injured Kyler Murray. Torn ACL, already confirmed. Going into the second quarter, Cardinals score first with a field goal, but the Patriots got big boy points from Kevin Harris with a rushing touchdown. Cardinals answer, but with more leg points and off a James Conner rushing touchdown. Arizona leads at halftime 10-13. Going into the third quarter, Hobson, a.k.a. Nuke, fumbles after a catch. Pats scoop and score touchdown. They go up 20-13. And it's Colt McCoy who's in for Kyler Murray. Decent play up until now. Exactly what you'd expect. And even now, it's an interception. Arizona, a scoop and score touchdown of their own, was actually called back. Sucks to suck. Seems like nothing's going their way today, including their quarterbacks. Pats go on to score themselves. Pierre Strong, and I'm saying, who are these guys? Bill Belichick does it with everybody. It doesn't matter who you are. He could take some random bum off the street and make him a true workhorse. Cards turned the ball over on downs twice to fail at a comeback. Sounds very Brown-ish. Patriots win 27-13. Oh, sorry. Oh. Yeah, fourth quarter is when Pierre Strong got his touchdown and the turnovers on downs from Arizona followed. So, I mean, yep, Pats win 27-13. And that, in the books, is week 14. Week 13, sorry. 14. Damn. Numbers. Week 15. I didn't really get into stats. too many numbers as it is. Week 15, I do want to make a prediction. Thursday night game, because my predictions won't be out before Thursday, but I want my Thursday one at least out there on tape. San Fran at Seattle. Currently, it's San Fran has the spread -3, and the over and under is sitting at 43. I took San Fran to cover the spread of 3. One, the Seahawks have zero defense whatsoever. Probably one of the worst. San Fran probably has one of the best defenses ever. Not ever. This year. And then offensively, we know both QBs can ball. Mr. Irrelevant, shout out. Kenneth Walker may be back, so we know both running back positions are going to ball out. I mean, if it wasn't for 49ers' phenomenal defense, I would take the over all day. But San Fran has one of the best, if not the best defense in the league. It's going to stifle Seattle. Geno's going to have a shocked look on his mouth like he got punched in the face again. Punched in the jaw again. So I'm taking the under at 43 and San Fran to cover the -3. Lock it in. The rest of the picks are coming soon. Later in the week, probably Friday or Saturday. So be on the lookout for that. And again, be on the lookout for this audio version. You ain't got time to sit down and watch a video. Maybe you're blind. Whatever the situation may be. If you want to just listen to it, look for the podcast out there as well. Ballers on a Budget. It'll just be simply labeled week 15, week 14, whatever week recap. Maybe I may call it budget recaps, whatever. Something catchy. We'll see. But be on the lookout for it. YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, TikTok, Ballers on a Budget. Like, comment, subscribe. We out. Peace.